Welcome to the last episode of the second European bike tour, where we pick back up in France near the border of Spain and ultimately head towards Scotland by way of all these other places. And just 1 second here. Perfect. In all seriousness, it was an incredible trip, one we'll remember forever. So without further ado, let's get started.
We pick back up in France near the Pyrenees Mountains in Pepillon, a town known for its traditional music.
After crossing into France, we decided to take the Rhone route. Known to be Napoleon's favorite river, the Rhone is the perfect passageway to Lyon. At the mouth of the Rhone River sits the medieval town of Avignon. We stayed here for a few nights before pushing north again.
The banks of the Rhone were truly enchanting.
We instantly fell in love.
You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Here you see the aftermath of when I fell off of a river wall, nearly shattered my leg, and lost my phone in the rocky waters below. Amelia said I should simply suck it up and keep writing.
Totally!
So I know you didn't know this because I haven't explained it, but originally we planned to visit cousin Sean in Milan, Italy. However, we quickly realized we only had 1 week left in our Schengen visa, so we had to immediately depart to Paris in hopes to get to the UK before we overstayed our visa. In the EU, if you overstay your visa, they'll immediately give you food, shelter, and an iPhone.
Wow. Can't see it really because of the sun, but this is like an Egyptian...
Contrary to popular belief, the Parisians were very welcoming. Just don't try to cancel your Airbnb stay or your host will threaten you.
Hey, George. I'm really sorry to tell you this, but we gotta cancel our stay tonight.
Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. You seem like a reasonable guy, though. I'm sure we can work something out.
We're going to have to come over to your house and kill you. No two ways about it.
Although our time in Paris was short, we really enjoyed the sights. We even stayed a block away from the famous theater Moulin Rouge. Speaking of acting, here are a few of my favorite actors and in what I consider their most iconic roles for no particular reason. Here we are outside the port city of
Le Havre.
where we encounter one of the largest and steepest bridges we've ever had to ride over, Le Bridge des Normandies. Nuts how we just happened to time our ride through Normandy at the beginning of June, during the 77th D-Day anniversary.
130s are just flying so low. Look at this one. Look at them all over there. Look at this guy. This is an... All right. Old World War II bunker. So they thought maybe the ships would come through the river. So they put pillboxes that line the river. At Omaha Beach is like just over here. Very cool. Very cool. Well, we are in northern France, in Normandy, France. It's a bit hilly. It kind of actually reminds me of the UK, where there's not like mountains, but it's, you know, hill after hill. But man, I would kill to live here. Okay, we finally made it to the beach in Normandy. It's just over there. Is there lighthouses or just pillars of some sort? Check out this huge casino. Real old classic style. Got a Ferris wheel, and there's a river that runs just right there on the other side.
Here you see our favorite cocktail in all of France, called the Maverick, or in the US known as the Porn Star Martini because it comes with passion fruit and a sidecar of Prosecco. We drank thousands of these. So here we are on a ferry leaving Normandy, France, just in the nick of time before our visas run out. We're headed to Portsmouth, England in the south, where we'll start our journey north to Scotland.
And yeah, we're in a ferry. We're about to be let go. Very cool.
Right after getting into Portsmouth, we met my uncle, who just so happened to be in the same exact port. We had a great time, and he took a bunch of great photos of us there. Here we are in the pub just after lunch, and here he snapped a photo of me leaving the pub on my bike. Thanks, Uncle Mike.
Beautiful. Green, lush fields. Glad to be in England, Amelia? Winchester Cathedral. Beautiful. Whoa.
In England, all the roads are super narrow and what they call bi-directionless, something most of us are unfamiliar with. Unless your name's TJ, then you know all about being bi and directionless.
So these guys are falconing. You can hear them whistling. There's a falcon up in the air hunting these birds. You see them over there? So me and the lads are going to go falconing later at the park at the Derby. If you care to join us.
After leaving Winchester, we jump back on the bikes and head towards Bath, England, which ended up being one of our favorite cities in the UK. Also, this is what a full English breakfast looks like.
I guess that a lot of these roads were originally old Roman, trade routes or whatever, and then turned into carriage, ways when the British Empire was around.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
2-lane roads. I mean, there's two cars come down both sides of this. So
That's how roads work.
and then you got the thatched roof up here. Classic. Oh yeah, look at these guys. Well, we'll see.
Here we are just outside of Bath near Stonehenge, trying to decide if we want to take a detour to visit Stonehenge or not.
For a car, it's 20 minutes even. So taxi there, check it out for an hour, then come back. 2-hour thing. Not even. All right, we just got to our stay, which is an old castle inn. Our bikes are staying in the original stables. This was built in like 1760 something. It's older than the country of America. And she was just telling us that these chains are original. That these actual chains are older than the United States. And this microwave, allegedly, she was saying was original too.
Such a riot,
I mean, the guy's a laugh
He just
riot.
doesn't miss, does he?
This is where they like stretched people out with, like they just like hook someone up with this and just stretched them out just for fun.
Oh, you are bad.
He did it again. You are just too much fun, Scotty. We ended up skipping Stonehenge because with bikes it would mean an additional 40 miles with nowhere to stay, so we decided to keep biking north towards Bath. After staying a few nights in Bath and sitting in the same chair as Charles Dickens, we head towards the Welsh border to continue north towards Scotland.
Well, we are in southeast Wales, and it's beautiful. Look at this. They love their sheep here. No service, there's no Wi-Fi in any of the hotels.
What?
In this valley, remember? We called yesterday.
Oh, Hay on Wye there.
Hay on Wye, yeah, Hay on Wye there is, but anyway, beautiful. What, to bike over those ridges?
Alright, I'm gonna pull over so I can get unloaded now.
Clouds moving fast. Heavy, heavy wind coming our way.
After some time riding through the hills of southern Wales with no reception, we came upon an abandoned abbey from the Middle Ages. The scale of what was left was truly amazing.
Look at these arches. This is a priory in Wales. It was founded apparently for two hermits. They stand underneath the arch, so they have an idea of how big it is. And this one's even bigger. That's what she said. I mean, it's just insane. Why can't we build things like this anymore? This annoys me. Oh my goodness. Amelia, that was such a hard hill. The Welsh countryside is spectacular. Obviously, we just came from this area over here. It's super, super pretty. There's some horses in the road up there. We'll go and check this out.
Just to qualify my heavy breathing here, these constant hills would be tough on a carbon road bike, much less a 100-pound touring bike. So, judge not, lest ye be judged. Respect me!
We are in the Welsh mountains right now.
Okay, so a lot of the footage between southern Wales and northern England was sort of lost. I know that sounds convenient, but it's true. So we have to skip ahead to just outside Shropshire, where we enjoy some music in a church and some local delicacies.
Erected in your honor. This is dope too. Beautiful park. River there. Hi. Oh, we are in Edinburgh. Old town area. Train station. Very close to
Edinburgh was beautiful, but super busy and expensive, so we had no choice but to hightail it out of there to the nearest campground outside of town.
This is what a campsite looks like.
Of course, I'm always grateful with what Amelia is able to cook with limited supplies and considering the conditions.
Wonderful lady that cooks you
After
dinner.
a bottle of wine, I'm still heating this up.
One bottle?
One bottle.
One of the many perks about having front panniers is the balance it gives to the bike. You can essentially ride without hands as long as you want.
Incredible. No, it's beautiful out here though.
At this point, we've been riding through Scotland for about a week, mostly in the southern interior as we make our way towards Inverness, which will be our turnaround point. Here we're enjoying the rare Scottish sun.
You can see a little castle, something across the lake on that island. So TJ was talking to me about, he's like, you can swim out there. Falkland, Scotland. Very cool. We have this castle behind us too. Giant castle.
I didn't find this out till a year or so after we visited here, but this town was also in the show Outlander, which you might have already recognized. I, of course, had no idea because I don't watch trash.
Or you can say hi.
Anyways, we jump back on the bikes and continue our mission north to Inverness and link up with the Scottish coastline on the way up. Before we do that, we need to discuss the darker side of Scotland, a side you don't usually see on the Travel Channel or Rick Steves. Unfortunately, there have been recent reports of dog owners allowing their dogs to foul in this area. However rare it might be, we need your help to stop it. If you or anyone you know has seen something, please say something. Report fouling in confidence at the hotline below. Thank you.
Here's a quick little overview of our bikes. I realize I haven't really done one. Just to show you an idea. I have two rear panniers, this one and this one. They carry most of the camping gear, along with sleeping gear, or kitchen gear rather. Traded up in these two bags. My computer is, charging equipment, blah blah blah. Then my backpack obviously has all my clothes in it, and some chargers and things like that. I can easily charge my phone from one of the bags. So that's my bike setup. Obviously it works for me. It's made for people my size. Yeah, that's it. Amelia doesn't have a front rack, which is fine because she doesn't have too much weight in the back.
Two bags. I
She just
have
have
my
two front bags,
garage
though.
with our bike tools and flat tire stuff.
Yep.
My pantry with our food, and I used to have a speaker
That's
mount, but
food for the road. And then this is your backpack with all your clothes and your beauty supplies and
my
blah, blah, blah.
supply.
I don't know what else
My
you call it.
sunscreen and makeup.
Yes, your makeup. And then of course your panniers
I'm
have
sorry, this is that's a small bag. You make it sound like it's the whole backpack.
After nearly 2 weeks of biking through Scotland, we're finally within striking distance of Inverness, where we end our Scottish tour.
We really enjoyed the sleepy melancholy that Inverness gave off. Truly an enchanting place. After Inverness, we headed south to York. I don't have much footage here, but it ended up being one of our favorite towns in all of the UK. Before we start the last leg of our journey to Dublin, where we fly out, we decide to stay a few weeks in Richmond, Yorkshire, where we camped on the beautiful Swale River. Every weekend, the family that ran the campground made a classic Sunday roast for everyone at the site. We spent most of our days walking the riverbanks and enjoying the English summer. As we prepared to take the ferry from Wales to Dublin, we decided to leave our bikes behind with our host in Anglesey, who we had stayed with a year prior. He promised they'd be there waiting for us when we returned. He almost certainly sold them immediately.
All right, Amelia. Here we are in Phoenix Park. The President of Ireland lives here. Michael Higgins, I think his name is.
And just like that, our time in Europe was coming to an end. We had an incredible journey on both bike trips, and hopefully we'll be back soon again. Thanks for watching.
Beautiful farmland. Right on the ocean. Bowden Farm.